Well, I thought since I had a little bit of downtime and I'm just kind of sitting around lounging, just chilling at the house, I go ahead and do my first intake or my first video on the transition or the change. Um, we are a little over a week into the new beginning, the new adjustment. For those of you who do or don't know, I'm starting to do videos again because I made a bit of an upgrade. I would get the other product, but I don't even feel like trying to show off and display. But I'll just basically tell you, if you get a chance, and I may put the link in the description. Actually, I will. I'm gonna put the links in the description for the HP Mini 10, which is what I was using to do recording and do Word documents and do other things. And I've gone from that to now transitioning to, of all things, shockingly, a MacBook Pro. Now, yeah, I'll admit and I'll come clean in saying that it's not the newest and the latest and the greatest MacBook Pro that everybody is in awe of that you see on your on the internet and that's in your Apple stores and stuff like that. But I still love this version, and so far, um, excuse me, in the week, the few days that I've used it, I'm very, 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 very addicted to this thing. Um, I was able to kind of get it accessorized and colorized and broken down to what I prefer as my colors, which most people know as being red. And that's that's all here. That's neither here nor there. But nonetheless, I just love where this is going and what I have planned. Um, I'm planning to get my hands more involved with things such as the networking aspect of using the Final Cut to cut down some videos and mess around with some video editing, and also plan to do some graphic design because I haven't done that in a while. So, hoping to get those two things off the ground and more hands on. But nonetheless, the main reason I'm doing this video is to talk about the change because a lot of people are scared to make the change, and they're scared to make the change for two reasons. Number one, they don't like making the change because it is. I'm sorry I had to do that. I don't know if you did. If you heard the TV in the background, I do apologize. But a lot of people are scared to make the change. Number one, because of the obvious, the money, which I highly understand. If you do want a suggestion on how to do it, you can leave comments below, or you can comment via my various social media networks, which I'm going to promote and be sure to put in the description as well. Um, Between Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr, LinkedIn, I'm gonna be literally in every neck of the woods trying to make it my goal to post and share and network because I don't think when I first was doing videos, I just was kind of doing it as something to do, and I didn't really think much of it at the time. But here it is now. Time has passed and more has changed. So I think now it's a lot better for me to start branding and start networking into doing some things that are more productive. I have a plan, and I've told a few people about the plan, and I guess I may as well share it here while I have time. But I would like to start reaching out to those who are, I guess you could say, our baby boomers in society. A lot of them have been left in the cold when it comes to technology, and personally, it's not right. So I feel like if we want to bridge the gap or make the change or make a challenge, the way to do that is by embracing what's out here and letting others know, like, hey, you can actually use this stuff and it's not going to hurt you, or it's not going to affect you. So I want to get that off the ground, and I've got some ways of doing that by slowly easing people into computers and technology. But more than anything, by going back to my personal experience, like I said, the cost effective part is what scares a lot of people off, and I highly understand that. But I also break it down like this from that side first. If you don't put the funds into getting something, then you're not going to get much from it. Which, that being what it is, you kind of almost know what you sign up for. Meaning, like, if you buy a Windows computer, if you're buying a computer and it lasts you at the most 3 years, 4 years, and you've literally got a dead battery in no time, then that's a problem. So that's something that you may want to consider as far as whether you choose or not to choose to make the transition. But the other reason I made the transition, or the other thing that scares people about making the transition, excuse me, is because a lot of people are so used to using Windows, and they're like, okay, I've been using Windows all my life. Why am I going to go over to Mac? or why would I go over to Apple? I think Apple is a waste of time. A lot of Apple is money hungry. I've heard so many stories, and it's half and half. Like I was one of the guys who would make these statements to kind of present these stories, but on the same token, I also was realistic in understanding that hey, business is business, and if you want the best, you got to put in to get the best, and that's just how we are. It's kind of coincidental because we talked about that in church today about how some people have a tendency to try and keep up with the Joneses, or they want to be the Joneses, or they want to be better than the Joneses. When the truth is, you should be working harder on being yourself, but that's a challenge that a lot of people come across and aren't willing to accept, face, or deal with. So that's just kind of a little side note or added piece to the puzzle that we sometimes don't think about or don't factor into the equation sometimes. But anyway, I'm just doing this video, like I said, to kind of talk about my changes or my adjustments, what I have gotten, what I had, and where I'm trying to go and what my plans are. I've talked about it as a brand, or I've presented it as an idea, but I really am pushing and striving to make it more realistic in regards to pushing to have the Bride to 82 idea become an actual movement, design, logo, promo, et cetera. And a vast majority of it, I probably will get help in starting, but a lot of it, I really want to do myself from the ground up. So those are my ideas, those are my thoughts, those are my plans. Not gonna really talk to y'all long on this video, even though it's past 6 minutes. So I know we don't have long attention spans unless it's really something that's of our liking or our excitement. So I'm gonna end my video here. I hope you all enjoyed listening, enjoyed watching, enjoyed interpreting whatever you feel from it, what you may like, what you may not have liked, and it is what it is. But anyway, much love, much respect. Peace out. It's your boy BT, and I'm outie.